talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me likes, commenting, and subscribing. You hear me? Then we see each other. Hey, B. Let's get into some things. We are here to get into Court is Messy. All right, we got one of my favorite judges here. So I'm gonna check out this one and see what it's giving. I know y'all want to see some other judges outside of Judge Hayward. I know. I'm trying to bring in what's her name? Judge Boyd. You know what I'm saying? I was getting into that other black guy. I forgot his name. But I'm going to work on getting some more people in here. Okay? I'm going to work on getting some more. But let's tap into this one real quick. Like, okay? See what she talking about over here.
It is my understanding that the defendant has gotten a judgment against you in magistrate court, and you are here because you are appealing that judgment. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, one second. Let me.
May I say thank you for taking the time to hear this case. It's very important to me, and I'm honored to be among your presence this afternoon.
No problem, Ms. Green. It's kind of what I do. So let's see what we can do. Let me find the bench brief so I can go back to the procedural history on this. All right. So, Mr. Green, is this an extended stay or is it an apartment complex?
No, this is not extended stay or apartment complex. This is a hotel.
Hotel.
Right.
All right. And how long is the longest rental period?
We don't have the time frame. Tenant can stay as long as they pay the rent.
Okay. And how do they pay? Like, do they pay daily, weekly?
Only daily. No
Why
weekly,
he
no
can't
monthly.
have why he can't have his camera on, Your Honor? Why he can't? Did he click it on and cut it off? Why he can't have his camera on?
We rent only on daily basis.
Okay. Okay. So, Ms. Green, when did you start staying at the?
Unfortunately, it was right during the COVID area when I and my son was, I have two sons. My youngest son was put in a precarious position as to where we were homeless and didn't have anywhere to go. And some of my my church brothers and sisters helped me to find a place. It wasn't every day at the start. It was whenever we could afford it. We did sleep in a lot of people's houses that we didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, we had to stay in the car for one night.
Okay. How old is your son?
My youngest son is 27, and he basically paid 90% of whatever he got came from my son's paycheck. Your Honor, I would like to add something else if I could.
I'm confused because she's talking like the son isn't old enough to go fend for his damn self. Talking about y'all were homeless together. Like, what? I mean, am I tripping?
Pertaining to this?
Sure.
It's so obvious that we have been dealt a really bad hand. And the reason why I'm saying that is because when Mr. Patel came over here on October the 31st and filed this hideous, I don't know what you want to call it, against us, he just didn't start out right. He didn't tell the truth about why he came over here. And I think it's really sad. If you're going to bring something like this against somebody, don't just tell your part of it, tell it all.
Oh,
and
okay.
he left out a whole lot the day that he came over here on October the 31st and did this. And for me, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing, to be honest with you. I'm not being here.
Miss Green,
Yes.
Hold on a second, because this is a little bit, I know people are struggling, but you have two grown-ups, your son is working, but y'all have been in a hotel, not an extended stay, but just a daily hotel since COVID. That would have been like 2020, 2021, and y'all haven't moved forward from there. So let's talk about kind of the limits of how long you can stay in a hotel and what issues occurred such that an eviction was issued at the lower level, okay?
This is why we were there, because we had actually been in a homeless state.
I got that.
Not something I'm proud of, but we were seeking shelter wherever we could find shelter. And like I said, We stayed in a lot of people's houses that we didn't even know, between Rockdale County and Henry County and Clayton County. And so we were just looking for something, because I could not work and I only had a SSI income, which was not very much. And my son had a full-time job. And so he was able to carry the load while I was in this position of looking for somewhere to go. Now, we did apply in a lot of apartments in the vicinity, but because I didn't have a good income, along with my son's income, we were denied. That was 3 apartment buildings, I guess in the vicinity over there. And we tried and we were actually denied because of my income situation.
Okay.
I want to elaborate on why he came here, Your Honor. He came here.
Your Honor, I'm going to object to this, just going into, if I may.
Hold on, Mr. Green, because I'm trying to get the procedural history. I'm waiting for Mr. I'm looking, I understand that the dispossessory was initiated. There was an answer filed, judgment was granted, the judgment was appealed, costs were paid. The issue that I have is that I don't have the printout for some reason.
Oh, I got you. I understand. I just
That's
thought,
what I'm looking at.
right. So when she started testifying about why my client.
Mr. Green, Ms. Green, hold on just a second, because I need to know what happened below before we can move forward up here. That's it? Okay. All right, oh, thank you. Maybe it's in this chat. Maybe I mixed it up. Okay, so what was the basis of Mr. Patel filing for eviction? Was it non-payment?
Correct.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Judge. I just sent you a message. I was looking in the wrong place. I do have
that. Thank you. Because I got the other stuff, but this is not helping me understand what happened below.
Your Honor, we were paying until my son's job was taken overnight, and we were paying really good until Mr. Patel scammed my son out of almost $4,000 using aliases called Cash App Taylor Sugar Mama.
Okay, hold on.
That's how this came out.
Hold on, Ms. Green. Hold on.
Just tell it all.
Did she say Cash App Sugar Mama? What the hell going on, Mr. Patel?
Hold on, Ms. Green. Hold on.
Just tell it all. My son out of almost $4,000 using aliases called Cash App Taylor Sugar Mama.
Taylor
hold
Sugar
on.
Mama.
Hold on, Ms. Green. Hold on.
You sure your son was lying to you?
Miss Green, hold on. I need to know what happened below before I can move forward with this, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. So Mr. Green, what is the amount of the non-payment?
Through today's date, Judge?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm showing a balance of $9,653.05.
That's a lot
Your
of money.
Honor, that's correct.
Hold on, Ms. Green. Hold on. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to tell me everything you need to tell me. I just need to know how much is charged, how much they're asking for, what the magistrate court knew. Okay, what is the daily rate?
Your Honor, the daily rate is $69.95.
So y'all just never
and how many days overdue is she?
Oh, a lot, Your Honor. This dates back. And Mr. Patel, do you happen to know the last day that you received a payment?
Yes.
It might be back in, was it February 2021?
When did she start paying, you mean?
When was the last day you received a payment?
That was in October 2024, October 2025.
Come in.
Okay.
October 2025. Nigga, we in 25. Mr. Patel full of shit. Period. Yeah. That's not making sense. He said he meant to say October 2024. However, you let them folks go that long and not pay you. Something about this ain't right. I don't know. I kind of feel like I need to believe the lady just a little piece, okay?
Okay, because what he's asking for on October 31st of 2024 was $2,308.30 for possession of the premises, and then it does list $69.95. So since October of 31st of 2024, we've gotten $6,000 more dollars.
Yeah, Judge, because it's $69.95 a day, which equates to approximately $2,168.45 a month. So I'm not great at math, Judge, but that's about $6,500 already added to what she already knew. So that's how we got to around the $9,000.
Okay. All right. Now, Ms. Green, tell me what your appeal is based on, because the court granted possession and judgment against you, what is your appeal based on? Oh, before you start, let me tell you, there's only certain things that I can consider based on the law. But one of the things that a lot of people who are in a tenant position don't understand is that if you are in possession of the property, meaning if you are still living in the property, you have to pay the rent. Hardship is not an excuse. I don't have the money is not an excuse. You have to pay the rent. If you cannot pay the rent, then they're entitled to that. Even if there are things that they need to fix or repair, you still have to pay the rent. You can ask for a deduction or an offset, but you still have to pay the rent. So as long as you're in the property, the landlord is entitled, under Georgia law, they're entitled to have the rent paid. So now tell me what's going on that you now owe $9,653.05.
Your Honor, when I went in on a Friday, 1/1/1/24, that's 11-1-24, to pay what I could pay based on my son's part-time salary, these are the words that I heard, and I'm quoting. The process have already begun. I can no longer take any payments from you. I have filed a petition against you. Your
Ain't this how
Honor,
it work?
That is correct. Under the law,
that came
Ms.
from-
Green, Ms.
Yes.
Green, he filed on October 31st. Under the law, he cannot take any money after he has filed for eviction because that would invalidate the eviction. So he is legally correct. On November 1st of 2024, he could not accept any money if he still wants possession of the property and he wants to come before the court. So that is correct.
Okay, can I proceed, Your Honor?
Sure.
So when I went in, I asked him to take whatever we could, regardless of what he had already done. And his thing was, I cannot accept any money anymore.
And
Well,
he's correct.
Well, what do you expect me to do? He turned me
Stay
down.
the money that
He
you was
did
gonna
not
pay?
accept anything from us. I wasn't gonna go over there every day and
No, ma'am.
beg him.
You
At that
couldn't.
point, Ms. Green, you have an option. You have the option to leave or to pay the entire amount. If he won't take the amount that's owed, then you have the option to leave. But he's under no legal obligation to take less than what he is owed. If he says that it's $69 a day and you don't pay $69 a day, and I get it, your son has a part-time job and you're on SSI, but if you don't pay $69 a day, he can file for an eviction and the court can hear it and they can rule on it. You haven't given me a legal basis for why you should still be in this man's property.
Your
Right.
Honor,
No, yes, ma'am.
he has committed so many crimes against
I'm gonna
Then
object to this, Judge.
Mr. Green, you can object all you want. Miss Green, if it is a crime, if there's something criminal that happened, you
My
need to
judge
march
don't
down to the
play.
police station and file a police report or take out a warrant. If the police are not willing to pursue it, the matter criminally, you have the right as a citizen to attend a warrant hearing and have a judge determine whether you as a private citizen can bring a criminal warrant. But that has nothing to do with evictions.
That is exactly what I did on the morning of 11/1. I went to the Clayton County Police Department.
Okay, that's not anything criminal. That's not going to be relevant.
I know, but I'm just telling you, you just mentioned, I think I heard that right, correct me if I'm wrong, that I should have went down and filed a report.
No, I said that is something you can do. I'm not telling you to do it or not do it.
I did it. I did
What
it.
I'm saying to you is you have not given me yet a legal reason why Mr. Patel is not entitled to have his property and his judgment.
Your Honor, he wouldn't take any money, and I didn't know.
Ms. Green, I have told you before, he's not required under the law. It would be wrong for him to take money after he files. He filed on October 31st. The very next day, he cannot take money.
So what am I supposed to do when I
Leave.
have the money, ma'am?
You don't have all of the money. Do you have $9,653?
The day that I went in to pay him, I had got some help from other people, and he said he wouldn't take it.
Okay,
And now
because
that he wouldn't take it, what am I supposed to? It accumulated because he would not take anything.
Miss Green, Miss Green, just let me be honest with you, ma'am. What he really wants is you out. He wants you out.
But you
He's
know what's
entitled
really-
to
you know
that.
what's really sad? He committed all these crimes against us, and now he wants.
I'm gonna object to that, Judge.
Ma'am, and that's fine, but that's a
No, it's not
separate
fine.
thing.
It's wrong.
That's
Oh,
not
did she
something
tell the
that we
judge no,
can
it's not
handle here.
fine?
You're not going to address the
Ma'am.
crimes by staying in his property.
I have already addressed the crimes. I went
Okay,
to.
then staying in his property is not going to address the crimes.
Your
I'm
Honor,
going to give you one more opportunity to give me any legal reason why I should not affirm the decision of the magistrate court.
Close. You
because
went-
I have nowhere to go. This man.
Okay, that's not a legal reason.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this. What he did to us, what he has put us through is criminal. And it's a sad day when it seems like crimes are okay for some people and not
What's
all
the
right for
crime?
others.
What's
He
the
has been
crime?
eavesdropping on all of my phone conversations for 4 years.
I'm gonna object to
I
this.
don't even have peace anymore on my phone because
Miss Green, let me tell you, ma'am, the option is to leave. He controls the building. I can't
where do
say
you
whether
go when you don't
Miss
when you
Green.
don't have nowhere to go? Where do you
I'm
go?
not sure, Miss Green, and it breaks my heart.
Ma'am.
But
Ma'am, it's really sad. I'm with the judge. It breaks your heart. But where do you go when you don't have nowhere to go? You have to get out of his property at the end of the day. You have to find the next hotel potentially. It's a very sad situation though, to be homeless and then have to turn around and face more financial issues. You know what I'm saying? So you can't even really get ahead for being set back. But unfortunately, if he started the eviction process, y'all have not paid, you have to get out. Because other than that, you just occupying his space for free. And then you also are accumulating a bill at that point. And I hate it because she just didn't, I guess she didn't understand, but this where we at, girl.
let me just tell you, there are people in tough situations on both sides. If you think about it, you're saying, let me stay here because I don't have any place to go. But what you're doing is denying Mr. Patel money that should be going into his business or to his family, because you're saying, I'm going to just stay in. No, listen to me.
What about what he scammed from us, ma'am?
Listen to me. You're saying, I deserve to stay here because I don't have any place to go. But you're denying the fact that he bought this business to make money and to support himself and his family. And you're denying him that money because you don't have any place to go. That's not it. You are responsible for yourself. Your grown son is responsible for himself. You are not Mr. Patel's responsibility. You are not. And as heartbroken as I am that you are in the situation that you're in, that is not Mr. Patel's responsibility. If you believe he's done something wrong or criminal, you have avenues for that. You can sue civilly, you can go and pursue criminal matters. But this is not the way you address that. So at this time, because you have not given me anything that shows you have a legal right to possess the property, at this time, the court is going to grant Mr. Patel the $9,653.05 of the judgment that he obtained from
That's a
magistrate
lot
court.
of money.
I'm going to affirm that judgment, and I'm also going to give him a writ of possession for 7 days from today.
Damn.
Okay?
Give
So
me a sec. I got to
of the
calculate.
judgment that he obtained from magistrate court, I'm going to affirm that judgment, and I'm also going to give him a right of possession. A writ of shows you have a legal right to possess the property. At this time, the court is going to grant Mr. Patel the $9,653.05 of the judgment that he obtained from magistrate court. I'm going to affirm that judgment, and I'm also going to give him a writ of possession for 7 days from today. Okay, so you'll have 7 days to vacate the property.
He scammed us out of money, and that's one of the reasons why we couldn't.
But that's not why she.
Miss Green,
you gotta
unmute,
address that in
officer.
a
Let me
different
hear.
court. Are you gonna let her tell you? Okay.
Miss Green, I'm sorry for the situation you are in, but ma'am, that's not Mr. Patel's responsibility.
Yes,
And if he's
us, ma'am,
then you go to the police and pursue a criminal action.
I've done that. I've done that. I have a case number 240.
But that's not this case.
I've done that. Yes.
Okay, but that doesn't mean you get to stay in his property.
Ma'am, we have been taking so much from this man. It seems like he's getting away with all these crimes and nobody seems to care about what it has impacted our household income and why we couldn't pay to stay over there, because he took so much from us from the get-go. He's done this in the broad daylight, ma'am. I'm not lying to you.
I'm not saying that you are, Ms. Green. What I'm saying to you is in the context of an eviction, those are not things I can consider.
Yeah.
What I can consider is you have not given me a legal reason for you to stay in the property.
He took from us and we couldn't pay him anymore.
Okay, so unmute, please. I know she's talking, but that's okay. So, Ms. Green, unfortunately, the court is going to have to affirm the decision of the magistrate court. I'm going to issue the writ of possession. You'll have 7 days to vacate. If you are not out in 7 days, then the sheriff will be able to execute the writ.
Did she just walk off?
You have to relax. You gotta relax. Jesus. You gotta relax. You gotta relax. Jesus. Jesus.
All right, Mr. Green, do you have an order?
Oh, she's shaking.
Your
She
Honor,
look like
I
she
will
about to fall
get an
out.
order
Jesus.
to, who would you like me to email the proposed order?
Ms. Collins.
Yes, Judge. And then Judge, if I may, I don't know if you want me to wait, but I need to address another case with you. I think I made a big grave mistake. I thought this case was on this calendar and it looks like it might have been on your 11 o'clock calendar.
Yeah, probably.
Y'all, that's sad as hell. That's sad. Just a bit, because I feel like that lady kind of was probably, Mr. Patel probably was running amok on her. Just a little piece. But she gonna have to present that at a whole nother case, at a whole nother hearing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why she could not use that. I guess because this is a different type of case, I suppose. What she's trying to present is more so like criminal behavior versus is this civil when they're just trying to get money back for a home. I mean, or for a hotel. It's sad. And then to know that they're still in that situation because it's a struggle out here. SHI is high and stuff, you know. I do hate it for them because it seems like they overstayed their welcome by maybe almost 5 months because it sounds like they said it was like $69 and some change. She ran up out of 9,500 and some tabs. So that would run about roughly maybe up to 5 months. They overstayed their welcome. And unfortunately, I do think instead of just spending that money, but you know, you can't say that about people that don't know how to manage their money and sometimes find themselves, you know, hard on, you know, in hard times. But I mean, since you know you were going to likely be going to court and having to owe something, I think that they should have put some money at least to the side, at least half of the judgment, if not all of it. Because whatever you're supposed to pay a day, just put it up. But you know, I don't know, girl. The people had hard times going on. Wish them the best. Hope they're in a good space. I'm not sure, but y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below and let me know whether you felt like Judge Hayward handled this case right, whether the lady wasn't listening, she did too much, whether you felt like Mr. Patel could have been on some BS and the judge should have heard her story or whatever. I'm Jami, that's me. Leave your thoughts down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one, honey. Bye-bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters. I'm silent. Nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification. Them numbers hit like it's a praxis. Cashed out at the ATM. And the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF. Got them trying to clone me like Aegis. Game time, I invaded gym. High elevated, I could face the rim. Putting shots up. I got laser focus, about to take it over. I'm Invader Z. I'm on a trip to Florida.